Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Ondo. It's been too long. I haven't covered this in some time, but there were a lot of other coins to cover as well. So today, wanted to cover it. Wanted to do a full update here on the fundamentals, on the technicals, what to expect on the short term, what to expect in the long term, or at least the longer term. And hopefully that's valuable for you. This has at least allowed me to kind of accurately predict Ondo here and just in general. I'm a big fan of Ondo here, all right, or here in general as well. But current prices are still great as well. I mean, right now Ondo just broke above $1. We're looking at the 12-hour time frame here. So this breakout we had above $1 and above those POCs you can see right here. That's a pretty that's a valid breakout, but it's also an important breakout. I'm not certain if it's going to hold, all right? And I think in general, we will still dip down below $1. But if you look at Ondo right now, we're sitting at a $1.4 billion market cap, fully diluted value of $10 billion. I think when we're talking about this bull market, with most of the unlocks happening, or the next big unlocks are happening, I think in January. So we still have some time before that as well at the current market cap to still go much higher. And it depends on the markets, and it depends on the development of this bull market. But I still think for Ondo, a 10x at the current supply is very possible and almost conservative. Ondo right now is still growing. The RWA narrative, in my eyes, is still very young, but it also hasn't rallied much yet in the last months. And just very recently, we've actually seen coins like Mantra or Ohm, Reserve Rights yesterday was quite strong. Polymesh was quite strong as well over the last 3 days or so. So it looks like we're at the start, at the genesis of some sort of a new RWA narrative. There's some amazing new RWA launches coming soon. So fundamentally, I still think Ondo, also with those ties to BlackRock, I still think it has a very bright future. On the technicals right now, we look very bullish as well. I mean, on the 12-hour time frame here, on the daily time frame, we had that breakout above $1. Now, the one thing that kind of, well, it doesn't worry me because I'm not worried about Ondo at the moment, not slightly. But the one thing I do think you need to take into account, I think that's the best way to describe it, is that the funding rates have been quite elevated over the last week. And you can see across the markets, even though for Ondo that's not necessarily the case yet, but the funding rates are quite high, all right? So what's going to happen at some point of time is that a lot of altcoins are going to spike down. Ondo, similarly, all right? Ondo can still spike down, for example, to 80 cents. So that's what I think you should be prepared for. And that's also why I'm telling you that this breakout is great. But I still think it's very possible that we drop back down to 90 cents before actually heading for those next highs here and for those next price targets around 1.15 and 1.25. I think when we're talking about price targets here, I think that's very much the first kind of target where we're aiming for. It's a conservative price target again. Like I said, when we're talking about the long term, we can go much higher. But for now, that's the main price target, and it seems most likely we're getting there. On the short term here, on the 4-hour time frame, for example, you can also see a beautiful uptrend. I don't see at the moment a reason why this uptrend would break. All right. So even though I think you should be prepared for some sort of a bigger flush, some sort of a bigger spike down, I think it's most likely we will respect this uptrend here, and that will slowly get into 1.15 and 1.25. That's what I think is most likely, especially, and this can go absolutely parabolic if that RWA narrative starts to really warm up. So keep your eyes on those other RWA projects as well. If we see some sort of a coordinated push up, then this is much too conservative. And then we'll be back at the all-time highs here at 1.5 in a matter of a day. All right. So be prepared for that. In general, I think Ondo is a great crypto to accumulate in spot. That's also what I'm doing. But that's what I think you need to know for now on the short term and on the longer term. And I'll be back. All right. I'll be back with more updates when it's needed. For now, thank you for watching. Have a great week. Take care and bye.